8 p.m. I'm stalling. 12 a.m. I'm waiting for your call. Yeah. Lord, I'm tired of running. Yeah, yeah. Cause every time I run, I seem to fall. Yeah. I wanna go back to the way we used to be. But if I come back right now, will you still speak? I think I ran just far enough. I think it's time to embrace love. Who could love me through my highs and lows? Who can make me feel so vulnerable? Love.
I know it's been a while since y'all have like just, like seen me for real, for real. Hold on, I need to get this lighting right. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I think that lighting is better than what we had going on at first. I don't want to turn my ring light because then I'm gonna get hot and I'm gonna get frustrated and then I'm not gonna be able to put this video out. But yeah, it's been a long time since y'all just really seen me on here like doing a video for real. And that's because a lot has changed. I'm still going through the changes, but I can feel the elevation, y'all. And I just want to come on here and let y'all know that I'm finally prioritizing my mental health, y'all. So I'm excited about this journey, a little nervous, a couple of days ago, I got to the end of the rope again. I'm calling it my very last time of me coming to the end of my rope. Like, I am not gonna let this thing take me out. It's not gonna take me out because I know the God that I serve. So, yeah, I got to the end of the rope again a couple of days ago, and this time I didn't lose it. I simply called my dad and I asked him if I could borrow his car so that I could go out of town to my doctor's. I called my doctor's first, and they was like, they had a, at OBGYN. They was like, they had a spot opening, they're pretty much open all day today. And I'm just like, what? Because normally I can't get in to those people, to be honest. Like, normally I'm never able to get into them anyway. But that's just how God lines things up. So I called them and they told that they got openings all day today. What time would I want to come? So I was like, 1 o'clock. And so they was like, okay, they was fine with that. So I called up my dad and I'm just like, Dad, can I borrow the car? I got a doctor's appointment that I gotta make. And he was like, yeah, no problem, because I have a car, y'all, but I don't have a car that can make it out of town. The little green car I used to have, she's gone. That's another story for another day. It is what it is. The Lord's gonna bring me something better. But yeah, my dad said I could get the car, so I got the car. I got in my car. I got Zealand bag and his stuff packed so he can go to his grandparents' house or whatever. So I get to my mom's house and I let her know what I'm about to do. I tell her, Mom, I'm about to get ready and go to a doctor's appointment because I was like, I need to see if I could possibly get on some antidepressants. And I say that because I didn't want to scare her, because my mom has been worried about me. Like, my mama has been so worried about me, like, and I didn't even know how bad it was until like my sister talked to me, and she basically told me that my mom was scared. Like, my mom is so scared that one day she's gonna come over here and I'm just gonna be, you know, like, out of here or whatever. And so that day when my sister told me about that, and then she also let me know like how my nephews and my niece, they are you know, they're really concerned about me. Like, from that day forward, I remember I prayed because I was having a bad day that day, and I remember I prayed and I was just like, Lord, I cannot let my storm continue to get my family wet, because my family, they love me. So whatever I have going on in my head, whatever this is, I was like, Lord, I gotta find a way to manage this, because I can't have the people that I love the most out here worried about me. I want them to know that I'm gonna be okay, because I'm gonna be just fine. Regardless of what, I'm gonna be just fine. Those voices in my head, I don't listen to them. Like, I'm gonna be just fine. Like, everything is gonna work out. But anywho, like I said, yeah, so I told my mom, you know, I go to the doctor's appointment, go get on some antidepressants or whatever. But really and truly, I really wanted to go down there so they could check my hormones and my thyroid, because I'm like, I have, you know, struggled with depression, and I'm not even gonna say depression. We just gonna call her D in this video, okay? Because I don't want to claim nothing. I don't want to give it any kind of, you know, nothing, because I'm speaking that off of me. But I have been struggling with, no, we can't call her D. Because that's my baby daddy's nickname, so we can't call her D. DP. Okay, alright. So I've been struggling with DP, you know, like, you know, for quite some time, even before I lost my baby, you know, this, that, and the third or whatever. So, I just, you know, sometimes my head, it's foggy. Like, I can't even explain it, but it's like, I feel when I get DP, I get ill, I get really sad, I become really hopeless, I start feeling trapped in life, I start feeling really ugly, I start feeling like no one loves me. Like, my mind just takes me everywhere but where it's supposed to be. Sometimes I do have like a lot of suicidal thoughts, but now that I'm older, I know that I'm not gonna act on them. Like, I know that. Like, back then, probably was a little iffy, you know, I don't know. But now I'm to a point where I'm curious about life. So sometimes I have the suicidal thoughts, but I know that I'm not gonna act on them myself. But that's why, okay, so boom, back to the story. So yeah, I wanted them to check out my thyroid and my hormones, because I'm just like, dang, I know, you know, I be struggling with DP, but girl, like, you doing too much right now. Like, you literally got me feeling like I really want to act on this. Like, you know, killing myself. Like, lately it has gotten to that point. And so I'm like, okay, that day when I felt like that and I just felt like I was finna, you know, act on it, I said, no, let me get up. I passed Zealand's bag, took her to my mama's house, let her know what was going on. Didn't tell her about that, but I told her I was going to get on some antidepressants because something's just not right. So they was like, okay, so I get to Tifton because that's where my doctor is. My doctor is in Tifton or whatever. So I go to the OBGYN, and y'all, when I get there, everything is good, you know. I get checked in, I go to the back or whatever and stuff like that. And so once I get in the back, you know, I'm just basically letting them know about, like, I've just been super, you know, down, super low, super sad, super depressed. And they looked at my chart and they saw that, you know, I had a stillborn in 2019. So the lady started talking to me about that. Now, that is a very touchy subject for me. So of course, when she spoke about that, I got really, really in my feelings, and like, I started crying, because honestly, that part of my life is an area that I really did not take my time to unpack. Regardless of what people have saw online and see how I'm always talking about it, I still have not received the proper healing. Well, I'm receiving the proper healing now, but I wasn't giving myself the proper healing, letting myself know, like, it's okay to feel these feelings and just, you know, let it pass, you know, like that type of thing. So I'm still working on that. But like, when the lady started speaking to me about that situation, that's touchy for me. So I started boo-hoo crying, and I just, you know, just tell them how hard it is, you know, and stuff like that. And so the lady started asking me questions all about, you know, my baby daddy, asking me if I got support and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, she was like, you know, how does, you know, certain, like, when you're depressed, how do you start feeling? And so, y'all, I'm like this. I'm not opposed against getting sent off. I don't know why people make it seem like it's such a bad thing to get a mental health checkup. I don't know why people are ashamed of it. I don't know why people will be like, you know, don't say this, don't tell them you're feeling this way, or they gonna send you off. Okay, first of all, if you know how this stuff going, you know that mentally you are not well and you keep finding yourself back in this situation, you need to tell those people how you are feeling for real, so that you can get yourself some help. Now, I understand, because sometimes in life, we just can't afford. We can't afford, you know, a group resort vacation. And to be honest, at this point in my life, I really couldn't. Well, my bills and everything, they be paid. You know, the Lord gonna take care of me. But I just was like, I need the help. But then I'm like, Lord, I know that I serve you. Like, I know you're the one that's gonna fix this. But anyway, y'all, so yeah, the lady started, you know, asking me questions and stuff like that. And then like it started getting tricky. And so of course, with me just letting out everything, somehow I guess I must have mentioned that, you know, like, I'm suicidal. So, they walk out, you know, and at this point, I'm still crying and stuff like that, because I'm tired. At this point, I don't care if I'm gonna get sent off. I'm gonna get sent off. I'm just ready to feel better. Like that was how I was feeling for real. And so, the lady, she walked out and stuff like that. So it took her a little minute. She came back. She asked me if I could call my sister, but I noticed when she asked me if I called my sister, the police was already there in the ambulance and the stretcher. And so I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I swallow real hard, because I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, I'm tired of feeling like this. Like, I'm sick of DP. Like, something has to be done. Like, if the Lord don't help me, then I don't know what's gonna help me. So I'm just like, chin up, chest out. You gonna go through this. So, she came in there, she was like, can you call somebody or whatever? So I'm just like, yeah, at this point, I'm really not wanting to call nobody, because I'm just like, like, you know, I don't know now. I felt like my family was gonna be mad at me. Like, it's hard for me to explain. If you understand, like in the black community, you know, and I'm not gonna say that they don't take it serious. Like, I'm not gonna say that my family don't take it serious, but it's like in the black community, you know, like DP is not real to some people, and DP, she is very real or whatever. But I was scared. You know, I was scared to call somebody, because I'm just like, I don't want them to be mad at me. I don't want to be mad at me. But then after a while, something was like, you gotta do this. Like, you gotta woman up and you gotta handle your business. Like, I remember my sister telling me that, like, sometimes she was like, as an adult, you have to handle your business. And so I was like, I'm just gonna handle my business. So of course I called my sister, the one and only, the one who always has the answers to everything. Love her for life. So I called my sister. I'm like, hey sis, I was like, do you think you can come here? She ain't asked no question or nothing. She came. My sister got her, because she was like, okay, I'm on the way. Didn't take her long at all. So when my sister got there, it was my mom and my dad that was with her as well or whatever. So the doctor was talking to my sister and was just basically, you know, just letting her know what was going on. And she told my sister, like, the only reason, she was like, she allowed me to call you, because she was like, she didn't want the police or the ambulance to take me over there, because she does not feel like I'm a threat, like, to myself or anybody around me. She just says she felt like I was having a hard time, and that I just need like some kind of counseling or something, maybe a little medicine. So yeah, so they sent the police and the ambulance away. Thank you. So my sister, I got in the car with my sister, and we went over to the hospital or whatever. And so I got checked in or whatever, and so they took me to the back to the mental health evaluation room. Yeah. If y'all don't been back there, y'all know how it is back there or whatever. But I get back there, and you know, I'm waiting around and stuff like that. They asking me questions, and so they started asking me like, was I suicidal right then? So of course I'm like, no, like, because it's, you know, it comes and it goes. So I'm like, no. So really and truly, that's what saved me. If I had of like been boohoo crying like how I was at the OBGYN, they would have for sure took me right on to group resort vacation. I already knew that what was gonna happen. Like, I already know that's what they was gonna do. So you and I didn't even realize that it was, so I was waiting for the doctor to come in. So he was like, what's going on? So I tell him, I let him know about my history. Like when I first lost my daughter, I was on some kind of medication, but all it did was make me sleepy and foggy in the head and yada, yada, yada. And that's normally how those medications make you feel, to be honest. So he was like, I feel like you need to see a specialist, like, so we can get you some tests and stuff ran on you, your hormones and stuff like that. And he was like, we can get you a referral to a psychiatrist and try to see if I can get you some medicine going. And y'all, aside relief just fell down on me, because I'm just like, for so long I have been struggling with DP, and I feel like I'm finally taking the first step to like handle this thing, to like bury her for good, to be delivered from it. So I was no longer scared, and like that was what I was supposed to say too. I wasn't scared when I was waiting on my parents, well, my sister to come, like, because at some point I just was like, I gotta handle my business. I was like, I actually feel relieved, because at least now something is about to get done. So yeah. So I'm at the hospital, and like the doctors tell me he can get me a referral and all that good stuff. So I was like, yes, I would like that, because I let him know that in the past I was on sertraline, Zoloft. No, I was on some type of Xanax back then, and I was on sertraline, and like all I was doing was like sleeping. When I wake up, I still just was like, why am I here? Like, wanting to die, like for real, like it was really bad. And of course that was because I had just lost my daughter, so it was horrible. But anywho, so I told him about, Dad, and I let him know like I had gone through like 3 different counseling sessions. I didn't like Middle Flint because they was only just trying to give me medicine, medicine that didn't even really work, and they didn't really listen to me, to be honest, for real, because my counselor was supposed to be someone that could help me with it, but all she did was like be on her phone and stuff like that and tell me about her family and her babies. Like, I ain't just lose mine. Like, girl, how y'all be saying it? Is you cool? Yeah. And then like the second one, I just couldn't get into them as much as I wanted to. Like, it was like it was hard to get in with them. Like, I think I might have had like 2 sessions with them, and I had been with them for like a whole like 5 months. Like, come on now. And then the third one, I don't even really remember too much about him. I just wasn't feeling a guy psychiatrist back then, I guess. I don't know. But anywho, so the doctor took me and told me like he can give me a referral to, a psychiatrist. So that's what's going on right now, y'all. And I am on, they put me back on sertraline, but no Xanax. They put me on sertraline, Zoloft, and it's 50 milligrams, and I take it once a day. Today is day 2 of me being on it. I've been real sleepy, I'm not gonna lie. Been really sleepy or whatever. A little lightheaded, kind of. Nausea, real bad. Diarrhea, real bad. But it's gonna be alright. I'm gonna be okay. I'm finally prioritizing my mental health. I'm gonna get through this. Like I said, this is only day 2. I don't really feel like the heavy anxiety that I'm always feeling. Like, I could just chill out today. Like, I've been chilling all day today. That's my all day today. Like, just been chilling. Normally when I'm chilling, I'm just like, I gotta do something, or whatever. But I mean, of course I do have to do something, because I have been doing stuff. I've been taking Zoom outside and walking and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been trying to stay busy, because I think that's one of the problems too. But yeah, I'm on Zoloft, y'all, and this is day 2, y'all. If you've been praying for me, continue to pray for me as I pray for myself as well, and I pray for others, you all. And that's it. Like, I just want to come in here and show my face and let y'all know that I'm doing something new. Like, the Lord is doing a new thing. But to be honest, I don't plan on being on this medicine forever. Like, I'm really just trying to see if it's depression or if it's spiritual warfare. I don't know. Cause like I said, I done said her name again. She bad. Wow. But anywho, DP, that girl has been with me for quite some time, and one time somebody told me, like, are you really DP'd, or do you have a calling over your life and you just don't know what to do with it? And when they said that to me, I just was like, and then they also mentioned, or are you just being disobedient to something that the Lord told you to do? And I'm just like, so we don't see y'all, because I do not want my life to be dependent on pills. I do not want to live my life in a pill bottle. Like, that's not what I'm gonna do. That's not what I'm gonna do. That's not what's gonna go on. We praying and we waiting for deliverance. I'm praying and I'm waiting in expectancy. So, whew, yeah, I got that out of the way, y'all. And I don't know if y'all can see too. Like, y'all know I've been on my little journey. The Lord is doing like good stuff in my life. You know, I ain't really speak on a lot of stuff, but I want y'all to see. I want y'all, have y'all noticed anything like in my neck area? Y'all ain't noticed that the girl is a little slimmer. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to see this like fully. I'm out of the 250s. I'm officially in the 230s club, y'all, with my weight loss. Thank you, Lord. Y'all gotta see this. Wait. I want y'all to see this. I don't know if y'all really can see it for real, but like you can probably have to really just kind of like see me on a daily basis to like really know that I have lost this weight. But a lot of people always tell me when I start losing weight, they can see it in my neck. So, yeah. I'm officially out of the 250s club and I'm in the 230s. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. The Lord is so good. That's going to be another video too, because I'm going to tell y'all how I did it. I'm going to tell you how it got done. I'm going to tell you how God did it, because it was not me. Glory to God. Glory be to the Father. I'm going to tell you how he did it in another video. But, yeah. I just want to come in here and show my face to you guys and let y'all know that I'm okay. I'm going to get through this. Everybody that's going through this same thing or going through anything similar, we're going to get through this. And I'm going to try to be more present. I'm not going to make no promises, but yeah. Alright, so I think I'm going to go to my parents' house and do some work today. I do have choir practice at 5:30. So, where's my watch? But, I do got choir practice at 5:30. I don't know what time it is, but I gotta go back in here and get my stand, and I gotta go get my watch. But even after I leave practice, I'm gonna come back out to my parents' house and get some work done, because I think that'll be good for me to just kind of get out the house, because I ain't left the house today. So I'm gonna leave the house today and I'm gonna do some work. We gonna stay productive, y'all. We gonna stay productive. But yeah, we in the car right now. And do I really need that stand? I do. I'm finna go get it. I gotta do right. I'm gonna go get the stand. I'm gonna go get my watch. Golly. And y'all wanna know something that I just discovered like earlier when I was outside with Zealand that's not cool to me at all? How far a lizard can jump. Hey. Listen, that's not cool at all. First of all, I didn't know that they jump like that. It didn't jump on me or nothing, but I was like just standing and observing it from a distance. Like it was just like crawling, you know, on my house and stuff like that. And so my chairs are like up to the house. I'm finna show y'all. Y'all see how my chairs are like up to my house, right? Yeah. So like, yeah. So my chair's up to the house, and so I'm just sitting there looking at it, like, you know, just crawl down the side of the chair and stuff like that. And so that nigga jumped from the chair to my door, my screen door, and I lost it. I was like, like my heart dropped in my behind. Do y'all hear me? Like, why nobody told me that lizards were agile like that? Now, new fear unlocked. I'm already afraid of cockroaches, Now I got to worry about lizards. Bro, yeah. Yeah. Right now, I'm headed to choir practice, y'all. Staying busy. I think I'm doing good, y'all. What y'all think? I think I'm doing good. And it done started raining a little bit, but as y'all can see, it's really sunny out. But yeah. It rained out the door.
Look how you raised your hand.
Wait a minute.
It was somebody raising out the door.
I forgot this baby. Y'all, this baby.
Look at these no bird. I'm gonna play that again.
Cause baby, we out here just going with what we got.
It rained.
No, I thought you said it rained.
Right.
You go.
No. What the? Look at this. Who is humming?
I thought it was just on that first one is ooh, and then we do be grateful.
The second one.
You know how to touch around, right?
I'm still stuck at Barbara.
Y'all should see how one Carol finna turn around, so I had to politely turn her back.
Y'all already knew I'm finna go down.
She turn around.
Then you say, listen.
I don't know.
She just cleared it out.
Let that thing go.
Barbara Walters is a news reporter.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I could have swallowed that Barbara and then walk over. Either way, I don't know her version.
She made it 1954. 1954. That when it came out?
Everybody just all off today, because we gonna be thinking, yeah.
Why y'all too far off today?
I don't know what it's a new set is, but I'm thinking, oh, she's
Y'all don't know. It's usually me, Drinker, Auntie Kathy, and Money right here. Why y'all hilarious? I needed it That when it came back.
She said it with so much confidence.
That when it came out.
No, it wasn't confident at all.
She was confident at all.
I'm thinking in my mind like,
I didn't know that.
So was it a humming or was it the beat?
The first time they excused me.
Grateful.
Unless y'all want to come in right up.
Come on, that's another one. Cause she's singing the alto note, but she.
What note it is?
Alto.
That was a soprano.
Soprano alto.
Oh no, well, what's him?
I'm finna come.
That, I said that was going pretty smooth.
You want to sing alto?
No.
Okay.
I know it's probably gonna jump up somewhere.
That's the basis of the song right now.
That's it, yo.
Sing the alto right quick.
You right.
Come on down here with Isha so you can get your note.
Come on now.
Come on, man.
it one time or y'all gonna do it twice
Oh,
when it
good.
first come
My
in?
mind, I had on sing it twice. My bad.
So what y'all gonna do it twice?
It don't matter to me.
You just have to come in when it first hit out.
Get out your
You
nose.
down here with
Get out
me.
your nose. That's what I'm saying. If y'all gonna do it on that first, you gotta be ready to come in.
Okay.
So you gonna be singing?
I might need to sing alto because it ain't working out too good for me with this tenor. It's like it's too high, but it's low at the same time. I don't know where I am.
Wait a minute.
It's like it's too high, but it's low at the same
Cause
time.
y'all know I be down here.
That's the thing. You wanna
Stay in the basement.
stand in the basement. You gotta come out. You gotta come to the first step of the basement. Top.
See that I can't find myself in there. I be trying. When you say go on the alto higher, it'll be big.
Hold on. What's alto?
That's that too.
That's soprano.
Your